Let's talk about everything 2016 with CNN political analyst and former campaign manager for Hillary Clinton, Patty Solis Doyle, and former Republican congressman from Virginia and National Republican Campaign Committee Chair Tom Davis. And Congressman Davis, we should disclose that you also sit on the board of a super PAC that supports Ohio Governor John Kasich. Patty, let me start with you. You ran Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign last time around. If you were still there today, how much would you be worrying about Vice President Biden? How big of a threat do you think he actually poses?
Well, you know, I worked for Hillary Clinton, and I also worked for Joe Biden for a short time during the 2008 campaign when he was Obama's running mate. And look, he's a formidable candidate. He is a sitting vice president, which is a huge bonus. He is the last man in the room with President Obama when the tough decisions are being made. He has incredible relationships in Congress on both sides of the aisle. And in this particular climate, in this 2016, where Donald Trump is a front runner, Mr. Tell It Like It Is, you know, his tendency for gaffes, what was once a negative, could be a positive.
Interesting. Congressman Davis, who would you rather, since you obviously want the Republican to win, I'm guessing, who would you rather the Democratic nominee be, Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden? Who would be easier to beat?
I think Hillary Clinton.
Would be easier to beat.
Yeah, I think you tie them both. At the end of the day, I think you tie them both to the president. It's going to be on his third term, but she's got some vulnerability she's shown in the early outings just with these emails and everything else. Biden has stayed away from the fray at this point, I think is a more sympathetic figure. I think time will bear that out. She is a woman, so you're making history with that. That's one asset that she has that Joe Biden obviously doesn't. But Obama's put together a very strong coalition through 2 presidential elections. Biden holds that together, I think, as continuity in a way that turnout model that probably Hillary has a harder time doing.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you another question about the Republican debate. This top 10 thing, making the cut and being on the stage. Do you think that not making the top 10 cut is actually a bigger deal than just not making a debate? It's maybe kind of an official statement that you're not serious enough?
Well, look, this is a marathon. You want to be there now because I think it hurts with donors. It hurts your credibility when you go out and FaceTime and everything else. It doesn't end it. You could not be on this and win the nomination because this is a marathon. This has a long way to go. There are other debates between now and Iowa and New Hampshire. But you want to be there right now just for fundraising and all the other things we talked about.
Patty, take a look at Hillary Clinton introducing some new TV ads that are going to start airing tomorrow. Take a look at one of them.
I think about all the Dorothys all over America who fight for their families, who never give up. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I've always done this, for all the Dorothys.
Dorothy, the name of her late mother. There's this conundrum. Hillary Clinton leads in the polls, but there is this really big issue among independent voters and general election voters in battleground states about how honest and trustworthy she is. Right. It seems to be something that the campaign isn't really addressing. They are more focused on, she's a fighter, she'll fight for you. Is that a good strategy? Is that the only strategy they have?
Well, look, I think these ads are really smart. I wish we had done it in 2008, put out some biographical ads in the summer of 2007, because it's a way for her to lay out her own narrative, rather than being defined by the Republicans. I think it's also smart because it's August. Ads are cheap. She's going to be down for a couple of weeks on vacation, and this is a way for her to have a real steady presence in Iowa and New Hampshire. In terms of her numbers, I think there's no way that she could have kept the numbers that she had when she was Secretary of State. When she started running, she's been running for 3 months. I think everyone knew her numbers were going to come down.
Immigration reform, a big issue on the campaign trail. Donald Trump's put it there. Sanctuary cities has been a big issue on discussion. Take a listen to something that Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal said this morning about sanctuary cities where federal immigration laws are not necessarily honored.
Should a mayor of a sanctuary city who ignores federal law be arrested?
Absolutely. I would hold them as an accomplice, make them criminally culpable. I'd also make them civilly liable so that victims' families could sue.
We only have 30 seconds. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think that's a little over the top at this point. You want to withhold federal funds, but when you start talking about criminal liability for political action, I think it goes over the top.
I think that's a lot over the top.
Patty Solis Doyle, Congressman Tom Davis, thank you both. Glad you're here.